Good morning, folks. It's 10:24 a.m. on the 25th day, 9th month, 2023. Great. It looks like we're going to have a hurricane, as is defined by the wind strength, impacting the UK. Even though it isn't a well organized spinner, it's still considered a hurricane, statistically. And when it hits above 73 miles an hour, I'm showing winds at 10,000 feet, easily getting that in more. So we're going to watch here. If I'm going to roll through this, and where the storm is coming from is actually way out here. It hasn't even formed yet. Out here in this big old mass of chemtrails. Oh, that's Lake Superior. My God, would you look at that? Huh? Isn't that a crime scene over one of the largest bodies of fresh water in the world? Yep, it is very bad. So I'm going to zoom over here into the Atlantic and show you the beginnings of where this storm is. It's actually going to form right out here, and this is where it's beginning now. And I don't have any pictures of its satellite today yet, but I guarantee you I will. And you see this square here, and this is the beginning of the fold move. It's going to start the circulation of this storm. That is get an EMF corridor aiming right at. Remember that big beam that popped up here the other day? And she's going to ride the top of that, and she's going to smack Ireland. This is not the system over the top of us now. And what we've had the last couple of days is the stream sweller, dream killers. You know, because now the streams are running pretty fierce. Look at all these chemtrails here off the coast of in the Bay of Biscay near France. Not good, not good at all. Chemtrails today have been absolutely horrendous across the world. And I'm going to make my way through to the forecast part now. It's what I wanted to show you. I don't want to show you, but you ain't got no choice but to show it when you see it. Because otherwise it goes not seen, so to speak. So I'm going to run this through. Ireland's down here. That's Iceland over here. And you don't even see signs of a low yet. But you will. And this is wind, so I'm going to put it in now. See the low beginning to form as you passed here. It's going to spin a second. Watch. It's going to happen very, very quickly. The interaction of this one is spinning in this direction, is kicking that line up here, and you're just going to start to see the storm then impact you. And by the time it gets towards shore here on Wednesday, it's a full-fledged spinner. And so I'm watching this. This is a lot of distance to cover for a storm very, very quickly. There's thousands of miles of open ocean for this thing to crash. As it comes in, the winds are picking up as it went past the Azores and caught the flow of sand and stuff that's coming up. And at this point here, she's steaming. She's absolutely steaming. It's a Cat 2, hedging on Cat 3. But by the time it comes to shore, it should only be a Category 1. It's not that well defined. But you're still going to get the effects of the up and around, which means you can expect tornadic activity as it goes up through, let's say, like the Shannon over toward Limerick. And a lot of eddies are going to form as this goes by. Hail, extremely long, sustained winds of very high strength, even over the Midlands, here where I'm at. And where we're going to carpet, we're right on the wind zone. So you've got stuff in your yard you got today to bring it in. Get your plants in, take care of your pets. You get things pastured, bring them in the barn, as you guys are about to copy. Well, so am I. Right, it's 69 miles an hour. It's only 4 miles an hour short of hurricane strength wind in that band there. It is a very, very dangerous storm that's going to come across us over the next few days, and it's going to take a while. Yeah, this is a long-lasting event. You see them winds right there; they ain't relenting until you get about out to sea a bit. And look like another low is going to spit off here, probably go that direction toward Brest and that. But knowing our oppressors, to swell the streams and give you back-to-backs, nothing unusual. So we're watching this very closely here for the UK. We can expect some fair rain totals over the next few days as this comes ashore, right from the fives. It's over here in Ireland. And so I'll be watching it. I'll look for the EMF moves. I might see if there's any data on it now, which I doubt, because until it gets up near hurricane strength, some of the data services don't carry everything you need to know on that. You guys get a lot of problems. You're going to have problems at every every ebb tide that's supposed to go out when the wind is blowing the water back in the rivers is going to cause a lot of flooding along the Shannon and these little rivers through here, right? This is big. What's about to hit Ireland is a geostorm. It absolutely is. In Scotland, well, you guys are going to carpet. I'm not sure we got any new snows. It's just the wrong time of year for that. Sand-wise, you can see sand has been worked up into the mix. That's that yellowish haze you're seeing there. Oh, we don't have today's image in yet. But there's a lot of sand into this mix that's going out to sea and coming over the top of us. And so we'll be watching for that. And we're going to zoom over here. Hello, Australia. It's your turn now. Right? You're not over yet, New Zealand, and you're the massive chem deployment today. It's absolutely disgusted at what I was seeing. This is the start of it, but it's all over the area now, and I'll show you that. I'll go over your totals, and wish you well, because you're going to need the well wishes when it comes to this kind of geoditions that they're giving you. That's sickness mix. You got a letter A and a high, Jewish high over there in the sky. High in the sky, eh? Just a little bit obvious to me. Broken Hill. You guys are headed towards some high temperatures down through here, so the microwaves are doing their job, heating you right on up. The blaster is and the bombs have been deployed. Well, let's have a quick glance here over at well, there's another big batch of sickness mix that's been deployed. A lot of microwaves there. You really see it big time here. Absolutely horrendous. Sharky skies? I guess so. To me, this is shardy skies, like a shit. Look at this W here. Like an ass crack. Crack, 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 crack. Hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids in the sky. Making your eyes itch instead. Look at the square form to this deployment. With a little blown out area. 1, 2, 3, 4 bombs in it. More, itchy titchy, yeah, can be Bama over here. We gotta stop the motion of their yak, and leave our Mother Earth alone. Just leave us alone. Look at that bomb over here. Or do you want to see that one over there? Watch. Watch it, watch the bombs, boom, boom, pluming you. Watch the bombs, your fresh air is through. Watch the bombs deploying now, here to there to there. My gosh, look at this bomb here going out, boom, 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 pointing there. Yeah, that one over there pointing, an explosion over here with a big shock wave going out. Let's see, 10 minutes later, it looked like that, still deploying, a big old line of crap. Yep, this is Geoengineer right into the Schwab sticker. You know, they got to show their love for their Uncle Adolf up there, don't they? And they don't want you to see this. We had a beam sweat come through here. You see how the haze kept blowing out in one predictable spot? It's right along here. So somebody's fired. You got a lot of vortices going on over here. Tazzy had a huge bomb explosion over here and over here. What? And you can see the waveform going on over the top of the clouds as well, that little haze. See the microwaves there, bzzz, getting fried, while the bombs are actually exploding up your sky. Look at this crap. That look like a great big breast. But it's not, but it sucks itself. Right, because chem bombs suck. We have determined this a long time ago. Boy, do you got a lot of them. A lot of chem exploding out here in the seas. They're merging these storms together along these flow lines here over the top of you. That's coming in there. That's coming in here. This is coming from the south. You see they've got a line that's holding it off right here, so you have a beam sweat right here. Absolutely do. You can see the evidence of what it's done to the clouds. We'll go have a look to it. I haven't loaded that yet. And that EMF pattern looking interference can happen naturally along some of these islands, and the wind's in the correct direction to yield that, and that one's doing it too. Only as condensates come over, because the waveform will be there until it has something to nucleate. So as that big shit of chem went over the top of it, it has something to nucleate, to cause a dirty plasma. That ain't a dirty plasma. That's toxic, man. It's like militarized stuff that's in our skies. It is. when they designed it to propagate waveforms of things that are for missile defense, like a HARP or a super darn, then it's a militarized thing. And it's probably been studied to give certain properties. And, we all deserve to know what's in our sky. You're not hiding it. We see it. Hey, so go on, tell us, so we can say no. But when you see what's in it, you say no. The only thing we can prove is what's in the soil samples, hair samples, brains of people. Is often blamed on other things, but the tree didn't get vaxxed. The tree didn't take the product or eat the GMO. The tree's been breathing in the air, so the tree core samples are extremely valuable to get a definitive timeline of toxicity. When did aluminum get sprayed on us? Because that's a processed ore, and it's an important one. And the Forestry Service will already have these tree core samples, and if they would be so kind to test the rings will tell it all. The trees will tell it all. Not only do we grind them up to make books to tell it all, but the trees themselves can tell it all. And I welcome somebody to do that. I'm pointing at another Schwab sticker. He could take his every idea and shove it up his ass, owning nothing and being happy. Only a billionaire could say that. Like he's gonna own nothing? Bullshit. Look at that bombs going off over here near the Great Barrier Reef. There's the reef considered itself, but this reef is long. And while these toxins ain't good, you got a V point in there, V point in there, V point in there with a blown out spot. Could you say you see the center point of an emanation there? You absolutely have. Boom went the plumes. And away went your sunny day over the reef. What a fucking shame. Look at this shit off Harvey Bay. I'm getting wound up, folks. I can feel it coming. There's a rant coming. I'm feeling rantatious. Rantatious and rambunctious. Oz will fly towards you. I believe it's the 27th or 28th of October. I'm going to go ahead and book that in. If you'd like to support that, I put a link up for doing that. And thank you guys very much. I'm coming to see you. I'm going to see this from the ground up, and I'm going to show you from the sky down. And I'll welcome the conversations I have along the way, especially from the doubting Thomases, who I could take individual time to find out what information do you exactly require. The only thing I can't provide to you is the MSN News telling you about this. Right? If they were so honest, you would have had a big warning for a lot of these places. See, I told the UK about their storm last week, and I just left it alone. Well, I won't be leaving it alone today, because it's important day-to-days. So you've got a lot of crap. Yeah, the day-to-day on the days today. So let's go over here now and have a quick look at you guys. Since I got you on the total schmodals, we'll go ahead and see. There's your wind totals. Now, it's new snow. Ooh. Oh, you're going to get frosty. It blows, man. It does, man. There goes your heating bill. Have you enjoyed your spring equinox? Rubbish, y'all. Okay, there goes your fruit. All the flowers. What a fucking shame. Anyways, let's roll through this now and show you the few batches of fuckery you're going to get. It is not ended here yet. Whoever was saying it ended and it was over, boy, you eating crow today. How many people got complacent because of your advice? What a fucking shame. Somebody says they're half expecting Adelaide Hills to go up this summer. So is everybody else. 31 degrees here in New South Wales. You're going to get hot. It's fixing to kick up real hot. And I'll show you those temperatures again today. Some of these places in the middle are going to get in the 40s. Yeah, the coastal areas are going to have a bit of a heat wave coming on. They're ready to burn. It's sad to say, like, when you just say so nonchalantly, our oppressors are burning us out. But when you start seeing the fires in the grid formations, like I've been showing day in and day out, you see where the kick around comes toward Napier and all that? And that's even a couple degrees off. It's a slam straight tendril right into Hawke's Bay. See, I'm watching this very closely. The next batch is not fun. Right over the south, right over the North Island there. Whammo. It's not done because the storm is pinned off to your east. Now here's where I start watching this tendril here and this one here. Right? And what's going to get stopped and then released into it from the Sydney area coming down this way here in a few days after this. I think it's around the 4th is when you're going to get a smack. It's not stopping. That wintry stuff is going all the way through to the end of the month. And as you head toward the 30th, you get another big batch of crap and it's not pleasant. It's coming from the south, and it's merging with all that tropical stuff they deliberately moved through geoengineering methods, weather manipulation methods of well, manipulation is the moving of the moisture river itself with the EMF. Uh, Seeding is taking an existing cloud and changing its dynamic, and geoengineering creates the cloud. And weather modification of moving all the systems of moisture and hot and cold is the big part of it. And they're going to heat you up with microwaves. That's where most of your heat's going to be coming from. Because there was no like big packet of 40-degree air just hovering off the coast waiting to come in. Nah, when you get winter here, while you're getting burning summer here in spring, you know the geoengineers are having a laugh, having an absolute laugh. And as we get near, I was worried about near the 6th or 7th. The batch coming across here is going to be severe. And when I look at the pressures on this day, right, it's she should clip south, spit its moisture up the coast. She could come down here and spit. I don't see a direct flow straight over into the island from here. Half of this is going to creep up the coast this way. Yeah, it's going to do a spit. Thing will come out, it'll send that moisture in, and then expect these totals to rise, and you're going to get some rains along this coast road. Big time. Hey, Maury, how you doing? And like I say, your totals are not looking very pleasant. That's thunderstorms. We don't watch that state. I don't. It's rubbish. As you can see, some heavy totals are over here in Bega, Marambula, over here, Oreo. Omeo, where are your R's, Omeo? Yeah, not fun, huh? When you go from the nothings to the somethings, never fun. And expect these totals to rise over, like when you get here about 3 days from now, you're going to see what the totals are going to be from that event. Because you'll get the event before they do. Yeah, it's not even showing up on Windy yet, but I know it's coming. I told you guys last week. And you was in for a hell of a 2-week period, and I'm going to extend that now another 2 weeks. Because the setup of the pressures across the southern oceans here is still not abated with that line. It's all dipping in and up. Heavy winds to overcome all the way from Africa, and that high will get absorbed. Like that. Boy, is it going to get hot. You want to see how hot you're going to get? Whoa, boy. Or how cold, depending upon where you are. Right? Your heat's going to start right about here. There's nice pockets of cold there. But that's not it. I want to see it in the ground. There we go. Yeah, it's a warm day there, huh? Bzzzt. In the 40s. Yeah, but once you start heading into the week, it's really that heat's going to start at. Say, well, 4 a.m. my time seems to be, or 5, it seems to be your time of day. It's all microwave heating. See that tongue of air as it starts to creep toward the coast, that volatility is going to get very high for big storms. Tornadic activity very suddenly. When you get all that chem still being sprayed, and you get all these microwaves going on and all this heat, you are ripe for fires and winds. There's a wind corridor set up through the Triff. Right here's a wind corridor set up here. Another wind corridor is set through here. And I could just, by temperature flow, I could see that. Yeah, excess is pretty much agrees, but they say your entire coastline is in a roaster. Yep. Well, I said I wanted some warm air. I won't be there by then, but I'm coming. So my goal to be there by end of October is going to be successful. Might even hit it for Halloween, just like I said. Yeah, the Mount Isa microwave corridor is going to definitely be doing its job. Whammo, hot days. Ooh, and then you're really baking, boy. Yeah, set them eggs in a frying pan outside there. It won't be long till you're in an Omeletville. Or would they be deviled eggs when such a devilish, evil thing is going on in the world? Look at when you get this here, that's a wind corridor. Watch out. That's a watch out sign. I'd be very, very watching this day here at the fort. That'd be a good fire day. As you get perfect trimming of the winds, perfect flow. So we'll be watching for that day. And then cold comes in. You know, can you have it back? Then the cold comes in. Now you're contracting the land, and then you're from the cold air. After it's been really hot, you'll earthquake. Somewhere along there, you're going to earthquake. Because that's Ptolemy. The dynamics are all there. And you guys have just been just frosty. Just frosty the whole time, New Zealand. Just having it, having it, having it. Having that heating bill when not necessarily. Not having the springtime outside with your skin exposed to the sunlight so you can get natural vitamin D. No, no soup for you. No soup for you. Because the suits say so. The suits. Yep, it suits them just fine to burn you out. You can go right from the electric bill, could go from heating to air conditioning without a moment's window open. What a fucking shame. I'm going to show you the satellite now, what we got going on. And most of the action is still here. As that up and around is still turning. As this is still being aimed. See how the haze keeps blowing out from this island here? Yeah, but they're blasting. And the square over here, center over Blenheim, they're blasting. You can see it. You see the cascading bombs, which if that's going in a circle, should be streaming on that direction, not this direction. But they're blowing sideways across. Something has propelled and deployed. Right there. Catch it on set view. Might be hard to see. Yeah, it's not very hard to see. Not hard to see at all. You see the chem bombs. Cammy, damn fuckers. Cammy, bomb. They love you, so you're screwed with bomb. They love you, so you're screwed. Yep. Wow, look at the bombs fly out here, cascading all in the wrong directions of the wind. So let's wind this back. Wow. Right, we got bombs floating out here. Boom, but a boom, 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 and a boom, 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 a boom, a boom, boom, and a plume, and a plume, and you falling out over you. Ha, ha, choo! Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, plume, you. Get acid burns in your throat. Get a dog got a cough. Better give him some kind of like tonic water or something to neutralize some of that acid. They're having problems too. When they nuzzle the grass and stuff, they're getting burned up with this stuff on the ground. Them heavy metals ain't good for the pestle. You got a boom, boom circle there like a bunch of grapes, or the Zoso symbol. Not quite. And John Paul Jones always missing is the feather there on that triangle looking deployment as it's going right up the beak. It's going to have a great big old sniff. And it made it go away. Oh, the beak over there. He must be absolutely not flying high in the door, that's for sure. High flying and hard. No more am I the system's whore. And the chem bombs that are out at night are not managing sunlight. It's moonlight management. And while they're shoving their moon in their face and they're smelling it, have it. Shardy ass bullshit skies again and again and again. Bomb over here, bomb over there, bomb again. Let's see what Mimic TPW has to show us. I want to see what that island is doing. So we'll take the domain, Jermaine's domain, and we'll take you 48 hours. So let's see what this little island is doing over here. So I'm watching over here. This little island has been really a straight line pointing right at it. Right, I say I seen a beam sweat. And if I see a beam sweat, I do look for multiple sources. Because look at the cut across here. Earthquake much on this side and this side. Look at the V here. Is that Gisborne? Somebody's firing. That's next red. And another pulse is here. You see the quarter circle there? That's a ship or something that's located right about here. That's a hell of a pulse that one did. So you got some localized devices there in the hands of not the weather service helping with the demise of New Zealand. This thing should just slide down. But because of this EMF line that's been put there, it's forcing a fold. As this EMF, you see the wave right there. That's one side and there's the other right there. Let's see if we can get still share of that. Right over the top of the volcano. What could possibly go wrong? And a lot of stuff is centered here. You have a device out here. So either a ship or an airplane can do that as well. They can use laser beams to modify the weather as well. And a lot of them have it. See another line straight out there. So that island out here is definitely blasted. There's no doubt about it. Bzzz, getting fried, getting fried. Australia, I see a big ass beam come across you. Heat up your metal. Where's your heat coming from? I don't know. If you put a glass of water in the microwave, what happens? If you put a cloud in the microwave, what do you think's going to happen? You're the coffee cup, and you get hit with microwaves. What's happening? See the pulse form today. That's over here. In that big field of crap. So we should see the microwave show up. Right there, boiling a low deck in a curve. See it? Bzzz, the fryer is in. You can just see the vapors of the waveform blowing out the clouds as it goes across. And then they renucleate. Peaks and troughs, man. Constructive and deconstructive interference pattern. Waveforms intersecting. Bzzz. And you got a lot of bombs propagating the waveform through here, like there and there and there. It's not just microwaves. Anybody who says that is needs to see the full picture. Yeah, what's causing the medium for it to go through? Do you see how that just went in the wrong direction? Yeah, this is flowing that way. It should go that way. But it pops bombs out in front of itself. Pilot to Kim Bombardier, pilot to Kim Bombardier, we need some more toxic air over there, and everywhere. Why don't we just put a bag over our head while we're fucking sleeping and get it over with? Or just use that 5G aim right at us and burn us all up, because it's possible with millimeter waveform. It's a militarized technology. It is. Darwin absolutely blasted. Look, everything is pointing towards your next red. See it? Use your heads, people, for more than just an asshat rack. I know you guys got a brain. You could figure this one out. You could do this. You could do it. Because look what they're doing. They figured it out. I figured it out. Look at all these bombs coming here just north of the North Island here. The very tip of the Penis Insula over here. Look at that crap going down over the Wakatani region. What a fucking shame. Hey, you guys got some terrible totals, Kevin. You absolutely do. So we finished running you through now. I'm going to zoom this back and let you see it. I'm going to have a sip of my water. And if you find my work of value and you wish to support it, you can do so at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. Yeah, a bit of a sudden former there. Be looking at the bombs there for that day. And that's way out there. You should nearly not have a storm anymore if it wasn't for that beam line holding this shit up. Yeah, fold it right over the island, right? They don't want to destroy their equipment, right? Just let that sucker go. We'll switch views at it there. Hey, you guys, you're in for it. You ain't done. Terrible totals are coming. Even on the fives. It ain't just a little bit left there, Opal's Tiki over there, with Mr. Opie over there. Yeah, I know how to pronounce that, and I'm choosing not to. Okura Matata. Like Rottabo. Oh, you just ain't done. And they just ain't done with you. It ain't done with you. As they're bringing another batch by. And you'll go from that to the others. And you'll go from this to that. The streams are already swollen. Right? Do they need any more water in that gash? I think not. I don't think these events are quite over yet there, Hastings. I don't think... I'm very happy seeing you popping up on the map with high stats on the fives. But I was expecting it. I wasn't understanding why the totals were so low there. The way they're moving the storm around. I see you can expect some action. Even all the way down here. Most of the second event's going to be just a coastal event along here. Did totals too low? It's about right. Again and again, and Arthur's passes passless again. From the nothings to the somethings. But some of that we will see snows and wintry mix. So this is not over by a line shot. Not over by a line shot. Suck it up, buttercups. Geoengineering is what you get when you say don't say no to certain things. You get oppressed. You don't say no to the mask, you lose your job. Well, no, that should never be the way things are. Now, if somebody's that goddamn scared, stay in your own fucking house. You ain't doing that to me again. No, no, no. And I say no more, no more. Will my mother, this earth, be treated like a whore by the corporations that are responsible for funding the spraying of this planet like bugs? The fumigation, the extermination of all life on this world is very, very possible when all the oxygen looks to be nearing its depletion zones in many places, and there's not enough trees to take up the CO2 and give us the oxygen back. And the CO2 is the problem. I'm not understanding it because its molecule don't hold heat very long. Milliseconds. Chemtrail, 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 chemtrail. Big puff of smoke from a fire. And you got houses going up in this. This is fire. This is a lot of fire. This is the burning season. And there should never be a season of burn. And nobody should earn from us being burned, that's for sure. Thunder Bay. My God, Thunder in Bombay. Really, Dr. Bombay. Look at this crap. All centered around this point. Curves pointing there, parentheses are all right here by this X. And that's up in the USA Canadian border in Ontario. Look at all these fires burning here. Should we bust balls? I want to see something. I need to just see. Anything sus about the fireplace? I'm focused on that one. Yeah, we got that even spacing's going on again. Seems like that gap is very, very, very prominently appearing in these fires. Very prominent. Let's see. Let's have a look. Come on, man. Almost these dots are the same distance apart. That's the same as that and that. It's the same as that and that. 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 These fires today are very sus. At least the obvious grid pattern is gone. It really is. Nice to see that, because it was so obvious that you was being burned on purpose. I'm going to have a quick look here. What kind of fires we got showing up. There's that gap. Nothing to see here, folks. Control burn, I hope. It's sus. Come on. Can you imagine somebody rolling the dice and a 4 slipped out the backgammon box, I think. I'm not quite sure about that. Those gaps all look the same. Oh my. Purposeful burning is known as arson. And well, what a bunch of arseholes doing this. Here's a grid. You ain't gonna make that one up. Look at the grid. See it? They're burning you on purpose. It's like laser fired at. There's no way one guy's gonna run around all this whole area and get all this just that exact. They say the arson did it. I say the arson is from the sky and somebody's got a jet or something or a platform with a laser on it and he's setting you on fire. That's what I think is directed energy has been used here. Look at that. Look at the grid. Oh man, I'm getting angry. You starting to see the familiarity of anything yet? Got the same spacing of the dots. That's the same as that, same as that, the same as that. I think their policy of scorching earth needs to fade out instead of them burning away and dropped another dice. Dicey times, man. Come on. There you go. Another very sus fire. The whole thing has been sus. Look how much area they burned. Well, that wasn't burned there. But it is now. It wasn't burned then. But it is now. All of that. can't look another minute. We got to stop this geoengineering. We got to stop these planned destructions and these bombs that are toxifying the lungs of all living things. And plants' leaves are its lungs. Terrible, terrible deployments. You guys stay safe, stay vigilant. It ain't over yet there. Earthquake risk is still very, very high now as this is moving up and over when that beam shoots through. All right, so stay safe. Big love. Peace.